A TikToker pulls out an envelope. Cash inside. She peels off two 20s for groceries. The envelope gets visibly thinner. Millions of people watch this. On purpose. Not for entertainment. For the method. It's called cash stuffing. And it's your grandmother's budgeting system. Rediscovered, gone viral. 700 million views. One woman used it to pay off $60,000 in debt. Let's find out why cash, of all things, actually works. There's a real mechanism behind this, not just nostalgia. Researchers call it the pain of paying. Handing over money activates something close to a pain response. That flinch is a feature. It's your built-in brake pedal. But the brake pedal isn't the same strength for everything. Cash hurts the most. You see it, you count it, you lose it. A card barely registers. The money feels abstract. A tap registers even less, almost nothing at all. Every payment technology since has moved one direction. Less friction, less feeling, less break. Cash stuffing does something rare. It moves backward, on purpose. It reintroduces the exact friction modern payments removed. Full envelope, thinning envelope, empty envelope. You feel every single stage of that, physically, in your hand. A banking app number never makes you feel that. Here's the twist. This isn't a new idea. It's the literal envelope system, decades old. Your grandparents cashed a paycheck and sorted it by hand. Rents envelope, groceries envelope. No apps, no spreadsheets. Then digital banking made it feel obsolete. Now it's back, and it's Gen Z doing it, which is a strange loop if you think about it. The most online generation reviving the most offline method. Maybe because the offline version is exactly what digital money removed. Visibility, physicality, a limit you can literally hold. It also just looks satisfying. Colorful binders, sorted cash, visible progress. There's a whole genre of it online now. Cash stuffing ASMR. The sound of counting bills is apparently deeply pleasing. Here's the number that made people pay attention. One creator paid off $60,000 in student debt, using nothing but envelopes and a strict system. She then built a business teaching the method. Reported revenue, over $2 million. That's not a hack, that's a fully validated business model. Millions of people watched and thought, maybe I could do this too. That's the moment a personal habit becomes a movement. The mechanics are almost insultingly simple. Cash your paycheck, or withdraw it right after payday. Divide it into labeled envelopes. Groceries, gas, fun money, savings. Every dollar gets a job before you spend a single one. When an envelope's empty, that category's done. No exceptions. Want to eat out again this week? Check the envelope first. If it's empty, the answer is already decided for you. No willpower required in the moment. The system already said no. That's the exact same principle as loud budgeting, wearing a different outfit. Decide once, calmly. Let the decision hold, under pressure, automatically. Now, here's where I have to be honest with you. Cash stuffing has real, well-documented limitations. Problem one, it assumes your expenses are the same every month. Real life rarely works that way. Bills spike, emergencies happen. Critics call this an income volatility problem, not a discipline problem. Envelopes can't fix a paycheck that isn't steady. Problem two, cash at home is genuinely risky. It can be lost, stolen, damaged. No bank protection covers it. Problem three, it earns zero interest sitting in an envelope. Every dollar stuffed is a dollar not quietly growing anywhere. Problem four, most of modern spending isn't even cash compatible. Subscriptions, online orders, auto-pay bills. Cash can't touch any of it. So the method is solving one part of a much bigger picture. So why does it still help people, despite all of that? Because the core mechanism is real, even if the execution is imperfect. Visible, physical limits change behavior more than invisible digital ones. That part isn't a myth. That part is genuinely well supported. The envelope isn't magic. The friction inside it is. You can borrow the friction without inheriting all the downsides. That's actually the more useful version of this whole trend. So how do you get the benefit without the real risks? A few moves. Quick pause. If a visible number changes how you spend, a like helps this reach someone else. The fixes. Fix 1. Digital envelopes. Same friction, none of the cash risk. Several banking apps now let you split money into visible subaccounts. Same empty means stop rule, zero theft risk. Interest keeps accruing.
Fix 2. Cash stuff only your most impulsive categories, not your whole paycheck, just the ones where you overspend most. Dining out, shopping, whatever your personal leak actually is. Fix 3. Pair it with automation for the boring stuff. Rent, bills, savings, automate those first, untouched by any envelope. Cash stuffing handles the fun money. Automation handles the responsibilities. Fix 4. Check in weekly, not just on payday. A 5-minute glance at your envelopes catches problems early. Waiting until it's already empty is too late to adjust. Fix 5. Don't confuse the container for the plan. An envelope with no strategy behind it is just a wallet. The plan decides the amounts. The envelope just enforces them. Here's the reframe to walk away with. Cash stuffing isn't really about cash. It's about making money feel real again, on purpose. Digital money removed friction so completely, you stopped feeling it at all. This trend is your brain quietly asking for some of that feeling back. You don't need a binder full of envelopes to use the lesson. You just need one category where spending finally feels visible again. That's genuinely the whole video. Everything else was just how to do it without the downsides. And that's cash stuffing. Your grandma's method, rediscovered for a reason. If this made you think about how invisible your spending's gotten, same. Genuinely. That's the whole reason this channel exists. Real research on the money habits we all quietly reach for. So thank you for being here and for watching this whole thing. If you're new, this is Brain Vault. One study, one money behavior every single week. No shame, no guilt tripping, no course to sell you at the end. Just the why behind what your brain already does. If that's useful, hit subscribe. Costs nothing. It's the entire reason more of these get made. A like helps too. It's the biggest signal this was worth watching. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried cash stuffing? Did it actually work for you? Or did the cash just disappear a different way? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and I reply to most of them. If a friend of yours swears by their envelope system, tag them. Let's compare notes. Seriously, thank you for spending this time here. I've got another one of these ready next week. Same channel, same day. Until then, find the one category where you need to feel it again. Thanks for watching all the way through. That means a lot. See you in the next one. Take care of your actual money, not just its story on a screen.